Well, according to the USDA's latest Census of Agriculture, the average age of the American farmer has increased to 58 years old. As the farm population grows older each day, many wonder who will fill their shoes. This week, we launch a new series profiling the next generation of young farmers here in Louisiana. We begin in Tensas Parish, where a third-generation producer works to preserve the legacy of his family's historic operation. This rolling cloud of dust signals the start of soybean harvest, and Marshall Hardwick is racing to get his first crop out of the field.
I have a little tougher time sleeping at night when I know it's raining and you got a crop ready out there, or you just steadily watching the price of all your commodities drop. You just can't control it, so you got to try your best not to let it stress you out.
Sound and steady, Marshall rolls through the uncertainties of farming with unusual ease. You see, this may be his first crop, but his roots run deep in this family farm.
Growing up, I was born and raised here. I've always been an outdoorsy person. It's always what I wanted to do, and it's just extremely rewarding.
Marshall and his brother Meade are the third generation to farm this land here in Tensas Parish. They work with the National Resource Conservation Service and implement various programs to preserve this land for the next generation.
One of the many ways we try to do it is minimum tillage, and also to plant trees and CRP on the borders where it floods a lot.
When it comes to conservation, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. His father, Jay Hardwick, has utilized the latest research and technology to make this farm one of the most sustainable and successful operations in the state.
I got on a fast track and explored everything I could. I went to identify who I thought were some of the best farmers that I could see in the area. I went to different parts of the country to see how they were growing crops that might be applicable to Louisiana. I just had a sense that if I was to be successful at this or enjoy it and have a life of it that was meaningful, I needed to find as much information as I could as possible.
After 30 years, Jay says it's an honor to share this with his sons.
He has taught me a lot. He's he's doing his best to teach me everything he knows as quickly as he can, and I'm very grateful of that.
I spent my time over the last 30 years attempting to establish myself in agriculture, working toward an uncertain future, never thinking that I was going to be part of the past. And what I mean is the past, the future is out there in that field now. My two sons who want to be involved with this. Most fathers, I think, have this notion that the true sense of flattery from your sons, or the respect or support, is that I want to do what you do, Dad. And I think that's pretty profound. I don't know how often that happens in today's, but here they are.
It just means the world to me. You take great pride in knowing that you're feeding the world, really, and it's a great feeling to know that, to be a part of that.
Next week, we'll take you to Southwest Louisiana, where a young cattleman is building his herd and growing connections across the world at the same time.